I'm seeing it. I just paid my taxes. We were talking about it before we spoke. And then you see how much you pay for the schools and how much everything, but every little one costs. But then it's a personal opinion, though. I say, do I want the quality of the education to go down? No, I don't. So if that's what I got to pay, that's what I got to pay. That's my mindset. But other people have different mindsets. So, I know other people are more critical, So I think, you stick with the tax theme, your money at work kind of type deal.
It sounds like each taxing body at a minimum should have a fact sheet out on their display about, your tax dollars at work in our schools, in our park district, whatever.
Would we want to actually highlight this committee as well and put on there the cooperation between the entities?
Yes, very much so. We definitely want to play that up.
The police department should be there.
Oh, yeah.
Well, the city of Darien, yeah,
Right.
yeah.
And Assessor Terry Cockrell. She's very accessible, and I think she'd be happy to come.
Are you sure about that?
Oh, she came to our board meeting.
Did she really?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, because I know she has to take a lot of flack, especially with all the assessments. But we certainly can invite her to it.
Who's that?
Teresa Cockrell with Downers Grove Township.
Oh, okay.
But any organization that's in town should be invited if they want to have a little table there. If the Lions Club wants to have a table there and says, look, this is what we do for the community.
Well, do we want to include the nonprofits in this?
I don't think we should. We are planning on Darien Fest weekend showcasing the non-for-profits at Darien Fest for those 3 days. And we're still going to be having our non-for-profit, we're going to reschedule the date that we had that snow date. We're still planning on doing that. I think we should keep it separate.
Just to the,
Right.
I
okay.
would, just to
Right.
this.
Yeah, you don't want
Yeah.
you don't want it going out so far and we're covering everything and then it dilutes the purpose of the town hall meeting.
How about the Darien Youth Club?
That's a nonprofit.
Yeah, I think they should be with the non-for-profit, nonprofits, yeah. That way they, each one of them, the Gift of Carl, DYC, they have their unique, you know what I'm saying? And we don't want to take that away from them.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Their brand of what their organization is about.
It could be lost amongst all of us.
This is intergovernmental then.
Okay. Okay. Let's find people to help Claire get the ball rolling here. And if you want to volunteer for somebody who's not here, no, I'm only kidding.
I'll meet with you if you want someone to meet with you
Okay,
over cocktails or something.
okay.
You buying, Bob?
Oh, that's the mayor.
Okay, all right, we've got to rough this out, and the two of you are going to rough this out?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
we got to stay on top of this and meet more often now that we've got this thing going. How soon do you want to meet again so that we can stay on top of this? We're in
We
May.
should probably, well, next month is June.
Is that too soon?
No?
You call it out. I'll work it out.
Well, I say we should just keep going with it, because, it's gonna come so fast, since we're only meeting, I can meet with Bob, but this is gonna come fast. And
Okay.
we need to get flyers or whatever, I
Out
think we
to-
need to work together to kind of tweak it and get it down, you know what I'm saying? Because July, August, we need to, see if, are we gonna have people responding, so we know how much room we have, or just have everybody show up? There's, a lot of things we gotta iron out.
Okay, so everybody's task is to take back to their boards this concept of this town hall and come up with the ideas that you want to present at this. And the next, in June, we stuck with the first Tuesday of each month of the month for our meetings. That would take us to June 4th for another meeting.
You know what,
Are we running to graduation?
I have to, yes.
My job.
Wait,
Yeah.
so,
All right, then we'd have to move it back to July. And that would be, oh boy, that's,
July 2nd.
pardon?
Second or third weekend in June?
Oh, wait, June 4th is a Tuesday? Yeah, right, of course, yeah, you're talking Tuesdays.
What about like June 11th?
All right, now, do all of your boards continue meeting through the summer?
Yes, ours does.
All righty. Are Tuesdays out for all of you?
No, actually,
No?
this worked for me. Tuesday will be okay.
Second and fourth Tuesdays.
The second and fourth Tuesdays are bad for you?
Our meetings are fourth Tuesday generally, and the second. We will be meeting the next two second Tuesdays. Second Tuesday of May and second Tuesday of June.
How is the third Tuesday of June, which would happen to be
The 18th?
June 18th? Yeah, that's why we've been sticking with the first all the time, for that very reason. And if we wait till August, then we're the month.
I've been to 25th.
Okay, wait a minute.
25th is our board meeting. Our school board meeting.
I have a meeting
Second,
that night.
second and fourth, that's right. Okay, so,
There's nothing on the 18th.
Well, how many people have a problem with the first Tuesday in June?
It's only me. It's just
only Bob? Miriam, is that when your meetings are?
No, I can't meet that week. I'm gonna be gone.
Okay, all right, so it would just be Bob and Miriam that would be gone. Okay, who else from the library could attend?
Someone could,
Okay,
definitely.
then why don't we do that? Why don't we stick with June 4th?
Can you get someone else to come?
Yeah,
try and see who's available.
that's a graduation for you, right, Bob?
It's graduation for the no, it's graduation for my district where I work.
Oh, okay, all right. All right, so it's not District 61, which would eliminate all your board members then. Okay, let's stick with stick with June 4th as our next meeting. And I better work with you and Bob, okay, on this, 7 PM.
And by June 4th, if everyone could, know if they're participating, so, I can tell them how many tables I need, so that'll give you a month to find out if you're going to participate.
Does anyone feel the need to have each one of the taxing bodies speak publicly? Or just be a representative at your table for residents that want to come in?
Take forever.
See, I guess
Yeah.
I'm in the minority. I think it's a good idea. but-
Yeah,
But
okay,
A long, long time.
Yeah.
With as many people as we have involved.
oops.
Maybe we can have, because I believe we have the room till 9, maybe we can have like a half hour of networking, and then whoever wanted to speak before Mayor Weaver speaks, you can take 5 minutes, to get up on the podium and say something, whoever wanted to.
Let's discuss that then, a little bit more. And if just District 86 wants to speak, that's fine too. It doesn't have to be that everybody chooses to say something.
It's to your benefit.
I know it is. That's why I'm saying maybe we should.
Yeah. Okay, all righty. Any other thoughts on the format of this?
Starts at what time?
7?
7 to 9?
Yeah, I kind of do have some thoughts on this. I was wondering if, in terms of attendance, I know that in my travels over there with District 61, I'd gone to several meetings, and they did talk about a state of our schools speech, and this is kind of a similar concept. And in order to kind of drum up the business, so to speak, and the people, there were individuals that actually went out specifically and handed invitations to people like the heads of our not-for-profit clubs, our clergy, different people like that in the community leaders, to say, gee, here's your invitation. We'd really like you to come, and to try and get them to get people to come, and it might behoove you to do that.
That is a very good thing, that we should definitely do something like
We
that.
could probably come up with a template, and then everybody just switch their logos. You know what I'm saying? Like, come up with the basic invitation, and then, you can put your logo in there, because it's coming from you?
Well, because like, for instance, I think we would reach out maybe to the PTOs within the schools to say, this is going on, that kind of thing. And maybe the fire district has their constituency that they'd like to reach out to and specifically say, please come.
Are you thinking like a flyer type of invitation?
I'm just saying there needs to be probably one-on-one, person-to-person contact.
Oh, okay. I see what you're saying. That would be easy for us to do, to send out a personal invitation to the head of each group in town.
They can put it in their newsletter for, like the Women's Club has a newsletter, and it could go in there, and it could be mentioned at the first meeting. Same kind of an idea, but a larger group.
So basically, who's sponsoring this group or the city of Darien? Because if it's our group, then maybe we should come up with like a logo, you know what I'm saying, to kind of brand it if we're sponsoring it, or is the city sponsoring it?
City should sponsor it, I think. I really do. It's an intergovernmental agency, isn't it?
A committee organized by the city.
Yeah.
I wonder, it's not a bad idea to
agree.
use it as a whole group, as our whole group.
Why don't we bump that
well-
down to the subcommittee then? Figure that out. Unless it's going to be a one-to-one. vote.
Right, well, think of the average citizen, if it's coming from the city versus the DCIC, I think it's clearer coming from the city. I think it's a better brand message.
Well, we're all about, and that's what our acronym is all about, is intergovernmental coordination, cooperation. And that's why I'm thinking that we should probably lean on
Oh.
that concept more than the city of Darien
Right.
just
Well, I
us.
know you were going to, I thought it was a really good idea that you talk about the synergies, because really that's a lot of what you're about, is maximizing the synergies. And you can just highlight that, the DCIC, you can highlight that as one example in your speech. We could, or instead of,
I kind of like the idea of branding this to show the community that we've all come together, you know what I'm saying, and we're going to present this event,
okay.
something different.
It is, I think it's a great idea.
Recognizability to the average citizen in Darien to a intergovernmental committee as opposed to the city itself. I think the average person would say, what's that? City of Darien is the city of Darien. It's where we live, that's who represents us. I think that carries a more powerful impact on the average person than an intergovernmental committee. That's my personal opinion.
Well, then I'll just have to really play it up when I speak, because I think to me, this is the focus of what we're all about here.
We can say co-sponsored by, we could say
Yes,
City of Darien
sponsored by City of
co-sponsored.
Sponsored by the,
In collaboration with.
yeah,
Right.
yeah.
Yeah, I like that, in cooperation
Yeah.
with, yeah.
Okay, well, this is our first run at it, and we'll see how we'll work out the glitches the next time, because I think it's a great concept. Bob Klein, you have gone to town hall meetings for Woodridge. How do they run it? How did Murphy talked, and then what happened?
Murphy talked, and it was more of a learning experience for everybody in town. They had the tables set up for everybody, and then they had a whole series of questions that people asked,
Okay,
and then we got a report, say 3 months later, what was come up, what the people were interested in. It had a different focus
okay,
than what we were talking about.
okay. But it still had the same concept of all the taxing
Similar,
bodies
similar.
there, okay, presenting themselves.
There was no communication from the people to the city. It was just from the city to the people.
Okay.
It was just a one-way thing that night.
Well, that's pretty much what we're talking about right now with this town hall meeting. What does Bolingbrook do? What does Roger do?
Dictates.
Yeah, we know that. We already know that. But
But Roger does
you
run.
have a town. He has a town hall meeting too.
I don't know. I've never been to it. If he's had
Oh, I thought you had told me about that. Okay, I'm sorry.
it. Town hall, no, he's got his state of the village and things like that. And he's
Okay.
got his fundraisers and
State of the Village. Does he incorporate the other taxing bodies into that event?
absolutely not.
Okay, all righty.
No, that's the state of
So
the village and
Woodridge
what's going on.
Woodridge has got this idea going.
Yeah, you'll have the police department will have it, and then all these departments that they have at the city will have their own tables.
Okay.
So it's more of a departmentalized thing for the city, is what it amounts to.
Yeah, I guess so. I was trying to get away from that and, you know, trying to put the focus on all of us, all of these groups here, but I guess I can't get away from
So
that.
Woodridge has two events, a State of the City and a Town Hall meeting?
It's all in one.
It's all in, there's more than one, but that's the essence, yes.
Yeah, because I've been to one State of the Village for Woodridge, and it was a big luncheon.
They had like sandwiches.
No, this was at Bobac's, and they had like
Yeah.
2 screens, you know, and I don't remember any taxing bodies having tables or anything, but there were a lot of people there. I just remember a lot of people being there.
Oh, then that must have been just the state of the city then.
That's exactly what that
Yeah,
was.
yeah. Okay, so hopefully we'll start something new with our ideas here.
So, when we go back to our boards, and are we focusing on what how your tax monies are being spent, or the services we offer, and
I think the answer is yes.
Right, yeah, right,
Your
the
table,
quality
are you
of
talking
your
about your
program,
table?
what your,
Yes.
you know,
when we get our materials together,
Yes.
right,
it should focus on.
your value statement,
Yeah.
you know, what
Yeah,
kind
we
of
have- yeah,
value are
missions,
you
well, we have a
adding?
mission statement, and we have.
Right, right, and showing
Just
some of your
promote
best
and-
ideas and,
This is your chance to promote yourselves
Right.
to the
Which
to the
is
public.
Business Expo.
Okay,
You know what I'm
services we
saying?
offer, and then basically how the money is spent, and
Mm-hmm.
And
I'm
what have you
sure you'll
done-
get those questions. So
What have you done to save taxes?
yeah,
Because
efficiencies.
when you go back,
Throw in
you
a
know,
couple
they're gonna
efficiencies,
say,
that
well,
would be
what's
good,
gonna-
too. They're
what's-
gonna
what are we
like-
doing here? Yeah.
What do you
Yeah.
what do you really want us to?
It's your value
present?
statement. I mean, if you had to say it in one word, what's your, you know, one phrase, what's your value statement? What kind of value are you bringing forth to the citizens? Maybe, you know, any synergies, any new ideas, you know, that's what they're gonna wanna know, you know? Additional things, especially something, what about a really good program that you have that you don't think is being utilized? Promote it.
Okay. All right. We've got those ideas out there. Okay, so the subcommittee is Claire, Bob, and I, huh?
Well,
No other
I'm
volunteers?
De facto, I mean, I'll be working with Claire as well.
Okay.
on it, so.
Claudia, you don't you can't spare another evening, huh?
I can, if you need me, I can.
And I was thinking of you and Marion as being people we could bounce ideas off of too. You guys seem to have some ideas here, so yeah.
Should we ask our fellow commissioners if anybody would like to?
You know, Ray, hey, that's a great idea. I didn't even think about that.
Okay.
Yeah, ask any of your board members if they'd like to participate in a subcommittee that's planning this town hall meeting for September 26th.
When is that meeting?
When is this? We
Subcommittee.
the subcommittee. We haven't set a date yet,
All right.
but we can get that out to everybody. With all the new people on boards, we've had to update our records here, so we'll do a better job of getting communications out. I'm afraid that we didn't include some new board members in some of our.
This month,
What's that?
it'll be this month.
What you got new
Sometime in
board
May.
members coming on board?
No, I mean, our next meeting's June 4th, so our meeting is
Right,
gonna be
we
this
need to
month.
meet.
I didn't know what you meant. Okay, now I understand. Good. Okay, we usually talk about events that are going on at our schools, our taxing bodies. Did anybody bring all their events that are happening with them? Claire?
Okay, we have our Darien Dash coming up on Sunday, May 19th. This Saturday, we have Concentra, which is a new business in Darien. We're having their ribbon cutting ceremony at 11 a.m. Concentra is located on Cass and 75th by the Sears outlet there. Everyone in the community is welcome. In June, on June 8th, we have the Wilton School of Cake Decorating re-grand opening ribbon cutting ceremony, which is going to be at 9:30 a.m. The Darien Chamber is hosting a Shop Local, Shop Darien kickoff pizza party on June 27th at 5:30 p.m. At Home Run Inn. So that's our upcoming events, and we're excited about our dash coming up. We have over 100 registered already, and growing each minute of the
Is this
day.
Darien Dash?
Darien Dash, yeah.
I'm running. Who else is running? You running?
The water station.
Are you running in it? You can do the walk. You're okay. You can do the walk. That's okay. Yep.
And don't forget, we are giving money to the schools. The school with the most participants, a minimum of 35 and over, has an opportunity to take home $1,000. Lace, in the last 2 years, has taken the check home, so we'll see who's going to take it this year. Right now, Hinsdale South is pretty much in the lead with having participants registered. So we're watching every day to see who's going to make it.
Good.
And the dash is when?
Sunday, May 19th at 8:30 a.m., Darien Community Park.
Got that. Okay. Do you have a list of events?
Well, we do have the summer reading program. Sign up is, right now, is going to be starting, and there's also volunteer opportunities for teens. So it's all on the website, but summer reading is a big event for us.
Yeah. What's District 86 have going on?
You know what, having the seniority of one day on the board as of yesterday, maybe Rick can help me with this. I thought I heard we were going in with the city for sidewalks along Elm Street. Is that correct?
That's, I'm pretty sure that's true, yeah.
Okay, then the other question I have is, who here is going to be in the 4th of July parade? I mean, what bodies are? Everyone?
Women's Club.
Just
61
curious.
Park
always
District's in.
marches.
Park District is in.
Because the schools usually don't, or at least school boards or schools, other than the bands and that, but, the Park District going to be in it? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, okay,
I'm
now,
thinking maybe
what do you
it's
guys do?
another-
You just march?
Yeah.
Do you have a float and stuff, or what?
They don't have a float, just the marching band.
Oh, the marching band, oh, okay, okay.
Years and years and years.
Other than that, I was thinking, no, just the bands, okay. And you guys, have your, the Hinsdale South Band plays?
Yeah, they do, but I was just wondering whether or not the boards should do something. Just an
You know, one
idea.
thing on that 4th of July parade, it's always led by a fire truck.
Yeah,
And everyone loves that, wow, wow, and all this garbage, and I appreciate that. But those guys or ladies have no concept of what it's like to walk at 3 miles an hour or whatever it is. And at times it speeds up, and times it slows down, and it really is like a snake. It stretches out and comes together and stretches out and comes together. I would hope that someone would walk ahead of the fire truck. And of course, they argued with me. They said, well, in case we get called to a fire, we got to leave it. Well, there's no problem. Step aside. We can handle that. But I just hope that someone walking leads the parade rather than a fire truck.
uh-huh.
Someone that's not deaf.
I think that, I wonder if our
Can that
police chief does.
suggestion be made to the Lions Club?
For sure, we can let Steve know that that's a concern.
Do they not have a grand marshal for the parade?
I
Like someone
guess-
kicking it off?
No, it's.
No.
Well,
just
you
the
know,
fire truck.
I guess the grand marshal of sorts is the citizen of the year.
End of the year.
Yeah,
Is your
yeah.
concern the sound of the siren?
No, it's just that they get called from a fire, they need to get.
I
going.
just hope that I'm far back, away from the siren. That's all I hope for.
It gets to be noisy if you're in front of the fire truck, and they're having a lawsuit going on right now about ear protection for firemen in the city of Chicago because it's so noisy with those sirens on the trucks.
What's it?
Park District's got summer camp program sign-up ongoing, so we've got a lot of nice programs, and anybody would care to check out our website, all the information's there available for everyone.
Okay, very good. Good. And I was just asking you, did you have anything going on for the summer?
Our plays are over, right?
Yeah,
The spring play is, I believe, this
okay.
Thursday.
You had the Hornet Hustle just this past Sunday?
5th, I think it was, yeah.
Yep.
For the athletic club.
And they have all kinds of summer sports camps.
The high school does?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, okay. I've been out of that level for so long. I've forgotten all the things that go on.
We just had both band and chorus come back from very successful trips out of town. Won awards, both groups. Graduation, I believe, is May 30th. We got Ashton Place, like it's been tradition. We have summer school for kids who have to go, and we also have a summer school, I think it's 2 weeks before school starts, for kids who want to go.
Yeah.
It's not because you're not doing well, it's because you want to
Freshen up.
freshen
Yeah,
up or
for-
keep sharp. So
Yeah.
it's a nice program. That's what we have going.
Very good. Yep, the chamber,
Yeah, we completed, on both fire trucks, we had a contest at Lace and a contest at Hinsdale South. And on the fire trucks and ambulances, there's the logo of the winning entries that were drawn by kids. So if you see one of the trucks go by from Tri-State, you'll see the Hornet logo on the back of it, or you'll see the Bulldog.
Yeah.
On the other ones. It was a nice contest. You know, obviously you dial
Nice.
911 when you need us, but to do something interactive in the community.
Yeah.
There were many, many entries put in, and there was a panel with the chief and other folks to vote on it, so.
who's the Bulldogs?
The Bulldogs is Lake
Lace.
School.
Oh,
Lace
gosh,
is
I
Lace
didn't even know that was
Bulldog.
their,
So there's a kid that made a little bulldog
Yeah.
and won an award, and then the Hornet,
Yeah.
that's from Hinsdale, was the center of one of the Maltese Cross. It's on several of the vehicles, so.
excellent.
They're driving around the department, around the.
I think I have
now.
seen it, yeah.
Yeah.
I've seen one of the
So-
vehicles. Very good. Claire, you've shared, yes.
One more thing, at a roundtable, we have roundtable meetings that are hosted by the district and informative to district parents. And we had one, not the last one, the one on
The Dawn program? Is that the one you're talking about?
the English program. I don't remember the name. It was in the patch. I featured one of them the other day. And then there's a program that is done in the ponds for students who need help, and that's offered in cooperation with District 61. And the program it's a program for parents to learn English. And it's a really successful program, and there's lots of people involved. I mean, you can call the district if anyone needs information on that.
Yeah.
But it's a really necessary program. We're finding the population shift. There's quite a few people that need to participate and do. So
Yeah. So the
it's available.
District 61 does ESL, and Miriam, the library does ESL too, doesn't it?
Conversation group, that meets regularly.
Okay. Okay, so
And
you,
right, the literacy programs that, volunteer groups that come in and.
okay. Are you familiar with the District 61's program?
Well, actually, that group, it's like called School on Wheels or
Yeah.
Wheels on something or other. And you can sometimes see their bus driving through Darien. And they came and spoke to the women's club and got quite a number of volunteers to take the training, and then they're now volunteering in this.
No kidding, really?
bus.
How great. That's terrific. That's
We're talking
terrific.
about they're going to potentially use the school, too.
Because
for-
they're growing so
There's
rapidly.
so much need, and they've had a lot of volunteers, and, I mean, it's a worthwhile
And then
service.
the mentoring program, right?
Mhm.
The Dawn program that they're taking, third through fifth, and they're mentoring the students through, and then they're going to push it up to the junior high. And I think what they're thinking is that it's going to, at some point, as it gets pushed up, move it over to the high schools.
That's terrific. How do you guys advertise this information?
I think the students are identified by the teachers.
Right.
and
Oh,
they
really?
have to-
Okay, so it's not a,
They have to qualify
Right,
on
they have to qualify.
behavioral and
Okay.
academic and all of those types.
okay, so it's not something you advertise.
And the group has certain standards, too, don't they? That they have to qualify for.
Right.
Okay, so it's teacher-generated, the students in it.
Students that need and would be most beneficial to them.
Right. Okay, is there anything else we need to discuss tonight? Anybody can think of anything? Other than the fact that we're planning our next meeting for June 4th at 7 PM here. And hopefully, each one of you will take to your boards the information that we discussed this evening and come back with your plan of what you're going to present at the September 26th Town Hall meeting. And we'll share, our subcommittee will share what we've come up with, so, okay. And if there is nothing else to discuss, I'll ask for a motion to adjourn.
So move.
All right.
I'll second.
Seconded, and I thank you all for coming again. All in favor?
Oh.
No discussion?
No discussion?
You can have discussion. I was like, oh.
On adjournment? Oh, gosh, that's funny, that's funny.
Well, our building's gonna be paid off next year. So
No
that-
kidding, really?
We're gonna have a little bit of a.
Party
they say
time.
The bond burning. But that
Really?
line item will disappear
burning
from
your
your
what?
taxes.
There you go.
Wow.
Now, that's a good point for
Bond
your,
burning.
That's the number one item on your list for for this town hall meeting.
absolutely.
Yeah.
Burning your
So
what?
the building will be paid for. Yeah, it's pretty, we're thrilled because
Even with all the renovations you've done recently, it's gonna be done?
that money had been that money had been,
Oh, already set
already
aside.
set aside for, since the building began, we started to set it aside for the renovation. So we paid cash for that.
Thank you very
Super.
much.
Yes, let's save those. Thank you very much.
Handmade one.
Oh,